There we go.
I think I'd rather be a Vikings fan at this point.
Well, that's why I put you as a Patriots fan.
Patriots. I'm excited about the Patriots.
I'm going to put Ravens fan smiley face and Patriots fan frowny face.
All right, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
One
more. So we probably ought to go ahead and kick this thing off then, right?
Let's do that.
22 minutes into waiting, I thought that we would have more gamblers in the chat. But Raymond and I are going to do a best ball draft as soon as one more person joins this, and we'll chat throughout, and we'll see where our picks end up and how we feel about them, and do a little bit of live analysis and a little bit of live legal gambling. Obviously DraftKings has to check our locations. We are in states where this is allowed. I am not using a VPN, nor have I ever tried to use a VPN. I swear. Dude, I wonder how these titles are actually going to show on the screen. Worst case, they just don't see our faces and we just talk over it. But from where I'm sitting, it looks like it's going to end up being right over our faces,
Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah, it's all right. You can see the Ravens logo on the top of my head at worst, so it's all good. And we have the important information that I'm a Ravens fan and you're a Patriots fan, sad face. 12 entrants. Draft is loading. Let's go ahead and kick this thing off. Let's get me the first overall pick. I'm going to take Drake London first overall.
You're full of shit.
I mean, yeah. All right. Oh, Shooter McGavin's got the second pick. Where are you at? Who are you?
I am number 10.
Colby Blaze?
Yep.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
What number are you?
I'm 5th. So I'll be curious.
What's your favorite spot to pick? I know mine changes every year, but
I like second or third.
Really?
Because then the first overall pick, like, there's not that huge amount of pressure. You get next best available. And I like having a couple picks close to each other,
Uh-huh.
So, like, you go second, and then you go 11th, and then you go 14th. So you kind of get a couple close to each other. But 5th is whatever. I think any draft position is okay. Like, I see that this is going to be putting me at Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra St. Brown area, and I'm fine with that. As a disclaimer, I did change just 2 rankings. For anybody who's looking at the ADP, you'll notice that I put Amon-Ra above Jamar Chase, and I put Tyreek Hill above CeeDee Lamb. That was just for my own knowledge, with hoping that I was going to pick first or second or third. But at 5th, I'm just going to take best available, even if it's Jamar Chase, and I have to eat crow and have to cheer for him a little bit, right? Because I'm going to take first in this best ball draft, and then I'm going to take a year off work.
Okay. I usually I'll figure out where my top tier, like, what's the lowest tier 1 player I can get in round 1. So I'm usually around like 7 or 8. If I come in around 1 with Breece Hall or Bijan Robinson, but I'm picking earlier in the second round, I'm okay with that.
That's fair. Yeah, because you're ending up with like Nico Collins or Devontae Adams, and I'm back here with like Chris Olave, Jalen Waddle, Deebo Samuel. So, all right, round 1 of 20. MK505 is on the clock, and they appear to be on auto draft because this should be a really easy pick. They shouldn't take 30 seconds to decide that they want Run CMC.
Interesting. I think he's going to get hurt.
I mean, people say that, but he's not that injury prone. He's had a couple, but I don't know.
He's had like a good run, which makes me think he's due, because he was getting, in the beginning of his career, he was getting injured all the time.
That's true. All right. So I am next up. Please take Jamar Chase so I can take Amon-Ra St. Brown. That is all I want. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is a beast, a PPR monster, and just an absolute monster of a player as well. He was playing all of last year with his entire oblique torn off of the bone.
Amon-Ra?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that injury he had, easy pick.
Nice.
That injury that he had in like week 4 or 5, like his muscle was not attached, and he just kept playing. And every week he would look at that list of wide receivers drafted before him, which he's got memorized, and also the goal he set for himself, which was 1,450 yards and 10 touchdowns. And he ended the season with like 1,455 and 10 touchdowns with playing through an injury for 12 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild. Have you seen I guess you're coming up, so who are
Yeah.
you going? Who are you going?
Oh.
AJ Brown? Brees Hall's probably about to go right here. Oh, okay.
Ah. I'm gonna do Gibbs.
You're going Gibbs over Brees Hall or Garrett Wilson.
Brees
Okay.
Hall. Whoa.
Brees Hall's still available there, bud.
Sorry. Missed him.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
I was
I
like,
love,
wait
I
a
love Bruce.
second.
Here. Love Bruce.
Yeah, you just mentioned you were fine taking Brees right before we started recording, or right when we did. I can't remember, but and then you're like, I'm going Jahmyr Gibbs, questionable.
Garrett Wilson, Jahmyr Gibbs goes at the 13. No, 12. Marvin
I'm
Harrison
curious
is
how far
10.
MHJ falls.
That's what I was just about to ask you. I'm like, Marvin Harrison's 13.
That's insane.
That seems. Well, see, I think people believe that they get an advantage with the rookies in best ball. Like, you'll usually see rookies go higher because they pay out big time if they hit, because people are reticent to take them.
Yeah, I get that, but taking
If
him
they
at
hit.
13 over Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, Nico Collins, Devontae Adams, Devon Achane, like, come on.
No,
Like,
I would take Neighbors all day over that. This is a Nico pick.
it's a Nico pick for you.
Nico for me. 15 though. Could I take Emmett?
Not his ADP based on this, but I don't know. I would have gone Taylor probably, but you
I
already
do
got
not
Brees
want to start
Hall.
with 2 running backs. No, thank you.
I prefer to start with 2 running backs if they're like top tier running backs.
I'm concerned about Jonathan Taylor's role with a running quarterback and all the pass catchers. Like, I don't know what that offense is going to look like.
Because I need a running back, and I'm looking at a certain running back who I'm definitely going to snag if he falls down to me.
Achane?
And I don't think I need to tell anybody who that's going to be.
I think it's maybe King Henry.
It might be King Henry. Now, I will say I would take MHJ at the 20
Oh,
if I didn't already have a wide receiver.
Oh, really? So you don't like starting with 2? I love starting with 2 wide receivers.
Dude, who the hell just did that? Oh, no, they took Kyron Williams. We're good. I thought I saw Derrick Henry
I'm
go.
off Kyron Williams.
Yeah, you've convinced me. I'm off Kyron Williams as well because who do they have? Blake Corum now?
Yep.
Yeah. If MHJ falls all the way to my next pick, I'm absolutely taking him. Otherwise, I'm looking at Kelsey's not bad because I think I pick it like 28th, 29th. You what?
Who'd you just take?
I just took King Henry.
Oh, you took him. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't think Harrison will fall that far. That would be wild.
He didn't. There he is. He's gone.
But, I mean, I feel like he's going to be their number 1.
Yeah, and they're going to be playing from behind a lot.
But the thing is he going to get enough targets to qualify for that? Because what they needed badly was a field stretcher. So he's going to be doing that, which means he, in theory, will get less targets, which concerns me.
But with how much Kyler Murray scrambles, maybe he'll get more because Murray will run around until he finds his one guy.
I think they're going to be pretty run heavy. I think that's what that coaching staff wants. I think they're going to try to kill James Conner.
Yeah, probably. So, does DraftKings not automatically do auto pick for somebody?
If it picks for you, the next one will be auto pick. So if you run out of time and it auto picks, the next one will auto pick as well.
This is interesting because he's clearly MK505 is taking forever to pick.
Shooter McGavin, nice.
You know what he eats for breakfast, right?
Who?
Shooter McGavin.
I do not. I remember from the movie. I don't remember.
Oh, I got to keep it PG, so I guess I can't tell you. But some people will understand that reference. Hopefully, somebody who watches this will get it.
cut to me looking it up in about 10 minutes.
I'll tell you in a second. I gotta assess. Did Ayuk figure out his contract situation?
No, I don't. So this is where we get into how do you feel about the number 2 receivers? It's like when you get into the Devonta Smith, T. Higgins, Jalen
Well, it
Waddle.
depends on who they are, but I'll tell you right now that Olave to me is a number 1 receiver, and if that person hadn't been on auto draft, I probably would have gotten him.
I absolutely would have taken Olave. What round
This
are you going? What round would you take Kelsey in? What round would he come in that you couldn't pass it up?
right now,
Oh, okay. Really? So if he came to you, you were going to take him?
I just took him.
Oh, you didn't tell me you were on the.
Well, it was easy for me. If Olave had fallen, I was taking him. If not, I was taking Kelsey. Like I knew those were my 2 options, and I was like, all right, well, Kelsey it is. I took him at 27th. In PPR, he's effectively the Chiefs' number 1 wide receiver. So it's like,
Yeah. It didn't work out last year though.
you're coming up here soon. You've got options: Ayuk, Smith, Laporta, Pacheco, Diggs.
Diggs at 36 is confusing to me.
Yeah, I think he needs to prove some stuff.
I don't love it.
Let's see who Raymond takes here.
Oh man. I'm taking quarterback. I'm going Josh Allen.
That's fair. I don't like any of the other people above Josh enough to not take a solid quarterback.
If I'm looking at who do I trust most of all those players, it's going to be Josh Allen.
Yeah, especially what we talked about a couple episodes ago, where he's going to have to put the team on his back in every way.
Yep. I think
All
he
right.
wants that.
I want to go best available here too, and then from there I got to start filling my team out. I obviously don't need a tight end, but I need a couple wide receivers. I need another running back if I find one that falls. And if a quarterback falls adequately to me, I'll take him. But I'm not up again until pick 50. No, I'm up in pick 44. Oh, look whose ADP is 44, Raymond. That's interesting.
Who?
That's really interesting to me because, yeah, I'm just looking at 44 and I'm like, huh.
I am going.
I would take him at 44
No,
if somebody wants to provide him for me.
I am taking.
Take Lamar just to piss me off and you'll have 2 quarterbacks.
I'm taking Pickens.
Pickens.
George Pickens.
Really?
So I go generally, unless I get backed into a corner, we'll go hero RB. So I will wait until the dead zone, like 7 or 8, and take a bunch more running back. So I got Breece Hall. Now I'm going to load up on receivers, mix in a tight end somewhere, but I'm pretty focused on receivers.
So I'm curious here. I will say right now on the record that if Mahomes falls to me, I'm taking him over Lamar Jackson. I just didn't think he'd fall to me. So we got 2 picks ahead of us. We'll see.
What is the thinking there?
Mahomes is more likely to throw more touchdowns. I mean, he's got Kelsey. He's got objectively better targets overall, I would say. And they have less of a running game. Pacheco's great, don't get me wrong, but he's going to throw more passes to Pacheco than Lamar's going to throw to Henry. So there's my quarterback. I'll take Patrick Mahomes. It hurts me to do that with Lamar Jackson staring at me with disappointment. I can see it in his little face right here.
Imagine if they actually used him around the goal line more.
Who, Lamar?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it'd be over. He wouldn't have been there at 44 if that was the case.
Certainly not. But
they have Derrick Henry, so they're not going to start doing it this year.
How far do you think Diggs falls? Next auto pick, I presume.
It looks like he just got snagged. No, that's Anthony. Where do you see Jacobs?
No, Diggs. He's the next.
Oh, yeah, next auto pick.
It's like I just don't understand that.
No. I mean, if he falls to 53, I'll take him because I think he will be a PPR beast as well.
It could pay off, but there's so many risks for someone to be ranked that high. Like there's so many things that could fall apart.
Right. I wouldn't have taken him at 36. I didn't take him at 44, but I'll take him at 53 if it happens,
Yeah, for sure.
Because there are risks, but he is a very talented wide receiver with a very talented quarterback and a wide enough wide receiver room where he can probably not end up being doubled, and he'll be the guy you check down to down the middle, PPR, because I've got Tank Dell and Nico Collins for the deep threats.
Yeah, but there's a chance that Dell out targets him.
There is,
Stroud,
but it's going to be week over week, and like who else? Like I need a wide receiver or a running back, right? So like let's look at who we got. Amari Cooper, like Joe Flacco's not throwing the ball anymore, so like that's not worth a damn.
I need Kincaid to fall to me.
You need Kincaid to fall to you.
Well, I like stacking my quarterback with as many other people as possible. And
so it would be a problem if I took Kincaid.
Oh, you're ahead of me?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yes.
Kelsey, you're not going to take Kincaid.
I've got Kelsey. I'm not taking Kincaid, but it would be hilarious.
I mean, yeah, it would be.
This guy's on auto pick. What?
It took Tank down.
But he looked like he was on auto pick. He went to the last second. I'm just going to take a flyer on Diggs. I don't love it, but I don't hate it at 53.
No, 53 is fine. 36 was bonkers.
Yeah. All right. Now, next target for me is a running back. Probably, I'm not till 68th. You're up in a couple picks. So let me go back to all, and we'll see what you're looking at. Amari Cooper's fallen a decent bit, but again, I don't trust him without Joe Flacco throwing in the ball because him and Flacco had some sort of connection.
His numbers were still pretty damn good with Watson. His were the only ones that were good with Watson, but his were still decent.
Yeah,
his problem last year was that he left a bunch of games early, and like it was weird. But when he was on the field, like he was producing.
So if he falls to you right here, you're taking him?
Yep. I will stand behind that.
Well, he's all yours.
Kincaid's gone.
That's fair, and he's all yours. You still need a tight end, though, don't you?
I do.
Well, you're looking at Pitts or Andrews or a deep... Well, no, I mean, Kittle's not a deep fall from Andrews or Pitts. I'm shocked that Pitts is going above Kittle. I don't understand this Kyle Pitts obsession people have. He hasn't proven anything.
I have no problem with Kittle, especially in best ball. Like, he has teams where he does nothing, which is why you have another tight end.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, Kittle, Pitts is a risk. I would take Andrews if he dropped. Never mind.
Nope. No, you won't.
Ooh, Montgomery at 69. I like David Montgomery at 69.
Yeah, that's not bad. As a matter of fact, if he fell to 68, I'd take him. So, we'll see. All right, so you've got an option for Pitts or another good wide receiver, but I think you need a tight end, don't you?
So Kittle, no, I took Kittle.
Kittle's gone, so is Andrews. Your Evan Ingram or Kyle Pitts are your options, and if you don't take one, you're getting a worse tight end.
You're gonna love those.
You're not. You just took Keon Coleman?
Yeah. I told you I like to stack with my quarterback.
At 63?
Yes.
What was his ADP?
72, I think.
Are you okay?
I'm very good.
Okay. Well, I think that David Montgomery is a solid pick at 68.
Absolutely. Touchdown machine.
Yeah.
So they think that Gibbs is going to get the ball more, but like at the end of the season, he was getting as many inside the 5 touches as Montgomery.
Yeah.
But then when you cut to the postseason, all the inside the 5s went to Montgomery. So it was split with Gibbs during the season, towards the end of the season, but when it came down to crunch time, they all went to Montgomery, and I just don't know why they would change that.
I don't know why they would either, because he's that kind of player, but I just got an interesting message, and the player's name is up here on the board. So Helfin just messaged me and said, you guys got to cover Worthy getting nailed by his own player today with no pads. I guess he knows that you and I are meeting.
He did. Yeah, I went from a call with him to a call with you.
Oh.
I was working on something with him.
Oh, well, now apparently Kadarius Toney's getting blamed for it happening, for what that's worth.
That's the least surprising thing I've heard all time.
That's so fair.
The fact that he had anything to do with it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, apparently Kelsey's blaming him. I don't have time to pull the article up before my next pick, but Mike just messaged me. He said, or never mind, and then sent me this. And it says, Kelsey defends Tony after hit from Karloftis. So it looks like Kelsey's defending Tony, but everybody else is blaming Tony that he's the reason Xavier Worthy got hit.
So who are you looking at?
Who am I looking at? Well, I think I need to go wide receiver just to fill out my team. If Calvin Ridley falls to me at 77, I'm absolutely taking him. Otherwise, I might go flex first and snag another running back and hope that Odunze falls to me at... Oh, that's not happening. I'm not picking again until 92. This is an important pick. But let's see the flex. Okay, so other options that I have, aside from a lot of wide receivers, are effectively Aaron Jones or Evan Ingram. If Jones falls to me, I'm taking him. If not, I'll take Calvin Ridley. But then I have to go wide receiver next to fill out my team.
Why are we so sure that Calvin Ridley would be the number one?
I'm not, but at 77, I'm willing to take a flyer on it. And for that matter, I'm curious now that you mention it, maybe I should hold off on another running back because all I need are flex positions. And it looks like Aaron Jones is still there. Okay, Calvin Ridley just got taken. That made this a lot easier for me. I'm taking Aaron Jones.
Interesting.
Look at the other wide receivers. We're talking about DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Watson, Xavier Worthy, Vlad McConkey. Like, we're talking about an older D-Hop with more target competition than he's had in quite some time. A rookie who may have been a flash in the pan because Jordan Love may have been a flash in the pan. Sorry, Packers fans. I'm just not buying it yet. He had some really rough games early on, and they had a really easy schedule on the back end. I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback. I'm just saying I don't trust anybody that's catching passes from Jordan Love more than I trust Aaron Jones to run the ball in Minnesota because they're going to want to run first and pass second in that offense with J.J. McCarthy at the helm.
I think, or Darnold, they're still going to want to run. I think that offense is made for a pass-catching running back like Jones.
Yeah. I feel good about him there for sure.
Watson is like the ultimate best ball pick because he's one of those flyers that, like, if the hamstring thing is a real deal, like, he could come back and light the whole thing up, and that could win you a league. I am taking Deontay Johnson, the number one, at least not in a great offense, but I think he's going to get fed and fed and fed.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, here's my... we'll get into my running back territory.
Oh, you're running back territory. Well, okay. Mostert falls to you. You're looking good.
Who?
Mostert's on the board still.
I'm kind of high on Najee Harris this year, but I do like Mostert.
You're gonna take you're higher on Najee than you are Raheem Mostert.
Remember that stat I just gave you about Miami not running as much?
Yeah, but you talk about pass catching running backs in speed, and they're gonna need somebody to punch it in.
And I would think.
I guess, but I think Mike McDaniel's creative enough that he can include both. Oh, look at that. Najee's gone. You have a wealth of running backs to choose from. May I offer you a trade?
No, I wish you could, but you cannot.
I know.
Another rookie. I'm going young. Very young.
Who'd you just snag? It went by too fast.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay. But correct me if I'm wrong, he's a wide receiver, isn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it.
All right.
Well, currently not worried about it. I probably will be very soon.
You probably will be very soon, yeah. Okay, so I'm up next. I want to go wide receiver. I could go running back if there's any steals there. I'm actually higher on Jalen. Okay, well, there goes Jalen Warren. Thank you. Wide receiver. Okay, I think JSN's an easy pick here.
Really?
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, did you just take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's an easy pick there, mainly because I think that whoever the quarterback is in Seattle is going to be throwing the ball a good bit. I like Kenneth Walker, but I think they need to protect him. And honestly, I think by a few weeks in, they're going to go with Sam Howell, and he's a bit of a gunslinger.
That's an interesting thing. Well, you think him being a gunslinger helps?
I think there's more
In Big
targets to
Bucks,
be had. I
or
think Tyler Lockett's getting older, and I think that DK Metcalf can't put the whole team on his back, despite how strong he is.
I feel like I've had this exact same conversation about the Seahawks for the last 3 years about Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, that's fair. I love Tyler Lockett. Don't get
I
me
just
wrong.
yeah, I don't know what to think about Seattle there because Geno's not. I don't know. I don't know why they're so high on Howell.
He played adequately with one of the worst offensive lines of all time.
No, it is difficult to assess blame in that Washington shit show.
Yeah. So I'm going to look at the flex for me coming up. I've got pick 101. I've got my roster filled out. I have 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers. So it's just best available for a couple rounds, and then I'll take a quarterback who falls pretty far, like Aaron Rodgers or even Will Levis really late for a backup to Mahomes. But you invest that high in Mahomes or Allen or Lamar, you're not going to pick a quarterback in the 9th round. Like, you just wait until you have somebody, because you assume Mahomes is going to be good every week, right?
Yep.
Same with the other guys I just mentioned.
So
Okay.
when's your next pick? Oh,
Right now. Right now. I'm going Tony Pollard. No, am I? I'm going Tony Pollard. I think it's a good flyer. He's on my bench. He could have some good weeks. Derrick Henry's obviously gone. Derrick Henry's also on my team. Thank God. So it'll be interesting because I just think that they didn't draft anybody, right? They just have Pollard and Tajay Spears.
Yeah, that's such a weird situation. I feel like
It's
they're the same
interesting,
player.
but I think Pollard's better than Spears. And I think they're going to feel obligated to play more because they paid him so much money, and Spears is on a rookie contract.
So am I going to take? I'm hoping somebody takes Spears. Somebody just took Austin Eckler, which I think is bonkers. I'm taking Brian Robinson. I think Eckler is done.
You think he's done?
I do. He said he doesn't run anymore. Him and Joe Biden, we don't run anymore.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, I think he just wants to catch passes. I mean, because what's his name?
Robinson?
The other Harbaugh wanted him to run a bunch, and he's like, yeah, I don't do that.
Well, Jim wants everybody to run a bunch. Look at his running back room.
Oh, for sure. Weird. You would think he'd have better running backs for someone that loves to run so much.
Well, Greg Roman did well with Gus and Dobbins, but that was a different time when they were both younger and Dobbins hadn't been hurt 50,000 times.
Dude, you are speaking to one of the biggest J.K. Dobbins supporters.
I love Dobbins. I want him to get better and have a good year, but I wonder where he's going. Your pick's coming up in a second, but
brutal injuries.
He's getting drafted at 163. Is he listed? He's healthy, right? Participating in day 1 of training camp. That's surprising. All right, you're up. What you got?
I am going to be taking. Wow. I'm gonna take Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels.
All right. You still don't have a tight end. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there's a glut of tight ends left. They're all kind of in the same range. I don't need to pick one for a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. Hawkinson's at 130.
And I'm not.
He's the next. All right, so I'm hitting flex. I'm not hitting quarterback quite yet because we still got Rodgers, Mayfield, Stafford, Cousins. We'll be fine. Dude, look at this. This is wild to me. Caleb Williams, again, his ADP is 108. He's above Justin Herbert, Kirk Cousins, Matt Stafford. All right, focus up, Scott. Okay.
I don't understand the Stafford. I do understand the fears with Herbert. Like, who the
so
hell is he into?
I don't love any options that I really have in front of me. So we're just gonna send it with Brandon Cooks. Somebody other than CeeDee Lamb has to catch passes in Dallas.
I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like crazy about like anybody that I saw, but that's probably going to start happening more and more.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe, dude. I forgot Zeke was back in Dallas. That's wild to me.
yeah. So I see Rashid Shaheed at 118. He's an ultimate best ball guy because his boom weeks are.
His ceiling is insane.
But he's going to have some stinkers. But that's why we play best ball. Who's
Well,
your favorite player left? Like
my
coming up.
favorite player left.
Like who are you seeing on there that you're liking? Value at this point.
I think there's some value with Lockett. I know I just said he's old, and he is, and he's not gone. But he's still a PPR machine until proven otherwise. I just don't think he's as much of a threat to get the 50-50 balls, and I think JSN's young and maybe can take that role. Khalil Shakir, actually. So I saw a very interesting stat about Khalil Shakir. I will not quote it because I don't think that I can accurately quote it, but basically all of the metrics showed that he had good catch rate. He succeeded when he was targeted. He just didn't get a lot of playing time, and this year he's going to get a lot of playing time.
Actually, I mean, I think it's a huge lottery ticket to get him at this point. Like, he could pay an extreme dividend.
He could, and he's probably about to fall to me, and I'm probably about to take him.
Nice.
And then you're up in a few picks.
I feel like the Muth is going to be loose soon.
Yeah, the Muth might have to be loose. All right.
Who's the best tight end left? Muth. Taysom Hill.
Cole Kmet. I would take Cole Kmet over Freiermuth any day of the week here.
My issue with Cole Kmet is why did they bring in Gerald Everett?
It doesn't matter. Cole Kmet's gone. Okay. Why did they bring in Gerald Everett? I mean, they're different players, right? No, Gerald Everett, again, is that bigger 50-50 ball guy.
He loves Gerald Everett. Like, that offensive coordinator has brought him from Seattle. I think it was Seattle to LA or...
Yeah, he was in LA.
Muth.
All right, there you got Muth. Now you have a proper full team. We have a tight end. You also have 6 wide receivers. I think you've hit the max wide receivers. No. I don't think they care what you do as long as you have a full roster. I don't even know if they require you to have a full roster for best ball. You're paying either way, right?
I think because it's going to auto pick for you, so you got to have a full roster. Oh, you mean I'm talking about you? Oh, you mean if I just went running back?
Yeah,
the whole way. I don't know.
I don't either. I'm not willing to try it. It's my money.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
If you throw me $5, I'll do another of these, and I'll let you know, Raymond.
I am very curious, so.
No, go ahead.
I wouldn't be doing that. Wow.
I think I know the easy pick for me here. But you're already so wide receiver heavy. Who are the running backs? Oh my God, running back looks so bad right now.
I did not mean to pick that person.
Adam Thielen?
Oh my God.
Who'd you mean to pick?
I was trying to click on Jahan Dotson and somehow got Adam Thielen.
See, I would have taken Jacoby Myers over any of them, though.
Well, no, in retrospect, I wish I would have taken Adonai Mitchell, but...
Well, you got Adam Thielen there, bud.
No, I mean...
That's all right.
I didn't expect him to do what he did last year either, so...
So I think I got to go quarterback here. I think I just got to protect. I see people are starting to fall. I'm going Kirk Cousins as a backup to Patrick Mahomes. Let's check the buys. Cool, we're good.
Oh, bye week. Smart.
Just for like the players I only have 2 of, right? Like, that's fine. I've got a lot around week 5 buys, a couple week 12s. But it would have just been hilarious if I'd picked Cousins and he had the same bye week as Mahomes, and the only purpose was for him to sit behind Mahomes, except for 1 week out of the year.
Well, unless he gets hurt.
All right. I need a backup tight end. I know who I'm going. I know I'm not going him next.
Oh, I want to guess.
I mean, yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
guessing there's likely.
Yeah. I think he's a good backup to Kelsey. And I can't like plan on Kelsey getting hurt. Like I can't take Noah Gray. You know. But likely I think has earned himself a spot on the roster as virtually a wide receiver too.
I don't disagree. I mean, they're saying they're going to get involved in different ways, but that feels like one of the biggest tropes around. Like,
Oh, dude, Harbaugh is so full of shit. Like you can't trust a word that comes.
thank you for saying it.
Yeah.
So I'm liking. I'm going to take another tight end, and I'm probably going to take Hunter Henry.
See, I'm not taking a tight end this round. I would not go this high for likely. But I think he'll fall enough to where I can get him like roughly around value.
I put myself in a position where I'm going to be boning myself if I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to. I have Kelsey, so it's like I'm okay. That's where like I have 4 running backs, 5 wide receivers. I'm just gonna look at the flex.
I'm looking at running backs left. What are you? Oh, you're coming up.
Yeah, I'm coming up. I'll assess that momentarily. I will tell you, I know exactly who I'm about to pick, and it's a little bit high, but I trust him more than I trust any of these players right here. Looks like whoever this is no, he's not on auto draft, but he took Jahan Dotson. That's fine. I'm going Darnell Mooney.
Love that pick. I think
That's a good. You know what? If Cousins ends up having a better week than Mahomes, then that means Mooney's probably doing well too.
I think that's a sharp pick. I'm kind of picking between Lloyd and Kamani Vidal right now.
All right. So, admittedly, I don't know much about either of them. Where's Lloyd out of?
USC. I want to say. I thought. Maybe not. USC or UCLA.
Well, he just got snagged.
That was me.
Oh, that was you? Good snag.
I sniped myself. All right, Marshawn Lloyd. Oh no, he was a Gamecock. Wow, that was way.
Oh wow. Well, you said SC, so maybe that's where.
You're the best, dude.
I got your back, dude. Simba, come on. I got your back. Simba, who we going next? All right. I think we need to take a running back just to have some options.
I gotta take Hunter Henry. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude. If he falls to 164, which is right at his ADP, I'll take a shot on Dobbins, you know?
Really? That's generous of you.
Well, I mean, look at his stats from last year. He had 8 rushing attempts for 22 yards, averaged 22 yards a game, had 1 touchdown.
Big giant injury though. 1 injury.
I know, and his stats from last year were in like 2 quarters. I remember exactly where I was when I saw the injury happen. It was horrific.
I don't remember that one, but I remember seeing the other one? The other running back?
Gus Edwards?
No, the one that got hurt.
Keaton Mitchell? That was horrific.
I saw that one and I almost threw up, dude.
It was so bad.
That was oh wow.
Ooh, Algier, maybe? I don't know. I need another running back. Where's Khalil Herbert? Who they got running over Khalil Herbert now?
DeAndre Swift.
Okay, I'm taking Herbert.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Herbert's a little bit more of a bruiser than Swift is. I don't think he's going to lose his spot.
Herbert. They seem to hate him. I don't know why. I think he's great. I want them to trade him so badly.
They might, but then he's got to have trade value.
Send him to the Cowboys, dude.
Is this who I think it is? Is this Christian's brother?
It is.
Okay.
He's the slot receiver for the Washington Redskins. Commanders. Wow.
I
cannot believe I just made that mistake. It's been a long day, my friend. Did I mention that?
I feel you.
Oh, somebody took Johnny Smith? Oh, no. Oh, no.
looks like it's about to be Kate Otten time for you there, big dog.
Oh, that's brutal. No, I'll go Conk Daddy.
You go Conk Daddy over Kate Otten?
Dude, Aaron Rodgers loves throwing to the tight end.
Is Aaron Rodgers going to play for the whole year?
That's a fair point that
Baker Mayfield has a good relationship with Kate Otten. I'd take him over Tyler Conklin any day. Hell, I'd take Noah Fant over Tyler Conklin.
Wow.
All right. And for that matter, you know what? It doesn't really matter because I'm the one who has the choice of the tight end next, and I still need one, don't I? Yep, I still do.
Kate
Yep. I only have Kelsey, so I'm gonna have to stick to my guns, and obviously I'm taking Otten if he's there in a second, and if he's not, I'm going Fant.
Cool. Leaving Conk Daddy for me.
Yeah, I got your back.
I'm thinking about that, or I have been taking some rookies. Maybe I just take Ben Sinnott. Or maybe I wait and take Lonnie Woods.
Depends on how much you trust the Washington Commanders offense.
I want to apologize for that mistake earlier.
Oh, dude.
My bad.
They've been that team for so long. I've done it before, too. I'm just giving you a hard time. I know there wasn't anything meant by it, but...
I was apologizing to the millions of listeners, not... I know you know where
and on behalf of our millions of viewers, because this whole channel is about to blow up,
fair.
We forgive you.
It's appreciated.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right. FinFan, is Helfin up here too?
You what?
FinFan8503 is on the clock.
Oh, that could be. I'm going to pick him.
Draft. Corley. This is the weirdest draft I've ever done.
I honestly need to assess my draft. Like, I don't even know.
Well, I just know it's been a weird one.
Well, on the back end, after I feel good about my starting roster, but I just kind of started throwing darts. You know?
That's kind of what you do, right?
Yeah. I've got 5 spots left. I've got enough room for a third QB if I want to, but I just don't feel like I need to. The only reason I might is because Cousins is coming off that injury.
I took your advice. I took Fant.
It's probably fair over Tyler Conklin. I just don't think he has done much or will do much.
I've been burnt by Fant before because I think he's an unbelievable athlete who can't seem to put it all together.
Yeah.
But he's like catnip. You're like, oh, he's such a good athlete. He'll figure it out this year. And,
I might have to take a Steelers player if Roman Wilson falls.
I like that at this point in the draft. I think that's a smart pick.
But I've got a few picks before I go.
Like, the rookie should be the slot, if not by the beginning of the year, by the end of the year, should be the starting slot receiver.
Yeah, I also have somebody in mind for...
Running back.
Damn it.
This is so bad. Sorry, dude.
I didn't realize you were picking before me, or I wouldn't have said shit.
To be fair, if I had time, I wouldn't. The thing was cocking down, and it was the only person I could see that I had any interest in whatsoever. Otherwise, I would have found somebody else.
Well, I will tell you, it's all right. I pinged Helfin. And I said, "Are you in a best ball draft on DraftKings right now?" He said, "Nope, but I definitely have the best ball." So just figured that I would share that with the class.
I don't imagine he knows what best ball is.
Maybe not. He plays fantasy with us though, so he might know.
I don't think he's...
Shit, I'm up. Hold on. Back up.
Whoa. Oh, McCaffrey.
Yep, whatever. I didn't realize I was up. I was just over here chilling, and then I looked, I'm like, I have 10 seconds to pick.
No, I don't think he's just not really a sicko. Like, I don't think he's studying the tape in the off season or like paying attention.
Yeah, he's just a hardcore Dolphins fan.
He's a Dolphins fan, and I think he's a social player, which not a problem. Like I can,
No, it's
not
fine.
everybody has the bandwidth to be into this as much as
Well,
some people.
not everybody makes the bandwidth to be in this as much, right?
That's fair. That's fair.
Speaking of that, oh my gosh, I have 16 text messages. I was talking to a buddy trying to convince him to join a league, and his girlfriend's in it, and he's like, I don't know, man. I just don't know if I have the time. I'm like, bro, it takes 30 minutes a day tops. Like, you can literally do it while you're taking a shit at work. Like, it's fine, especially one league.
If I'm already on platform, I will almost always say yes. Like if you're inviting me to a Yahoo league, okay.
Well, so he doesn't play fantasy. He never has. I think
Oh,
he's just scared. He loves football, but he's never played fantasy. But I'm like, dude, it's with all your friends, your girlfriend's in it. Like, come on,
I've never heard of that situation before.
What, girlfriend being in it, not the guy?
I just, unless it was like a work league or something. But
Yeah, no, she's been in it for a while.
nice. To be fair, I support it wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But it is kind of the inverse that you would think of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just given the demographics. All right. Running back. I think Dameon Pierce is an okay handcuff in case something happens to Joe Mixon.
Did you hear they just brought in Cam Akers?
Would have loved to have known that about 20 seconds ago.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Super useful information, Raymond.
Yeah, no. Where's your damn time machine? Nah, I'm not worried about Cam Akers. It's fine.
That's nor should you be, my friend.
Right.
I need a running back. Oh god, this is bad.
What about Cam Akers? He's available.
No. I've heard good things, but no. Oh my god.
You're rookie heavy, aren't you?
I am very rookie heavy. Well, at this point in time, like I know about all these other people. Like I know they're not going to do anything. He could end
That's
up
fair.
being third down back to the Raiders. I don't know. He's supposed to be
Yeah.
a tremendous. Matt Waldman loves him. He's supposedly a very good pass catcher, and that is not Zamir White's specialty for sure. What are you needing now?
I mean, dude, I've got 2 quarterbacks. I've got 6 running backs, 7 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. I might snag like a Gardner Minshew or even Justin Fields. Actually, Fields, I think, has got some good value. You're picking before me. Why am I telling you this?
I have no idea what I'm doing, dude.
Watch, Adam Thielen's just going to go off one week and
That would be amazing. I am gonna bite this catnip. Chase Claypool.
Okay.
Dude, this is
Well,
fire.
I mean, he's got the best quarterback of his career throwing balls to him.
He's a knucklehead.
That's true too. But he has the best quarterback of his career throwing balls to him, and he doesn't have a lot of competition in the wide receiver room. I don't hate it that far down in the draft.
No. Ooh. I see at 2:30 someone you would be interested in.
230. Oh yeah, I could do that.
I like him.
Somebody already snagged Keaton Mitchell. I was hoping to snag him for second half of the year.
When's he due back? Yeah, what's he?
He's starting the season on the PUP list, so he'll probably be back week 7 or 8. He got hurt in November though, so he might not be back right when he's able to.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine he'd be back to normal until this next season.
Only thing is that he's pretty young and doesn't have a history of injury, so maybe.
That's fair. Man, people are taking the whole time now because
Dude, the running backs are so empty.
best running back available.
Roshan Johnson.
Deneric Prince was running with the first team today.
Where are you seeing Deneric Prince?
300. Just for the Chiefs. Cordell Patterson, because you know Arthur Smith's going to use his end.
Oh, he's really far down. He's ranked 316.
Let's see what else is there.
Oh, yeah. I know who I'm taking.
I don't think I'm picking before you, so you can divulge.
No, you wouldn't take him anyway. I'm going to take a flyer on Rasheen Ali. He had a really
I
good
like that.
season at Marshall. He practiced today, which is a really good sign because the only competition he has for touches is Justice Hill. Obviously, Derrick Henry's going to take the bulk, but
I
until
think
Keaton Mitchell comes back, Ali's got a chance to prove himself to be part of that three-headed monster because we will use three running backs. When Mitchell comes back, if Ali's proved himself, we'll be fine using three.
my confidence in him being able to fill in the Keaton Mitchell role is pretty high. Like I like Ali. Like I tried to trade for him in my dynasty league.
If there's one thing the Ravens don't know how to draft, it's wide receivers. If there's one thing they know how to draft, it's running backs. And tight ends for that matter. If you look at our tight ends we've drafted.
See, I don't know about the wide receiver. Like I don't know if it's that they don't know how to draft them or they don't know what to do with them once they get them.
Well, I mean, that's 6 1, half dozen the other, right? But ultimately what it boils down to is the fact that we have only drafted one or maybe two 1,000-yard wide receivers in the history of the freaking franchise. And one of them was Torrey Smith. And Joe Flacco, the gunslinger, was throwing the ball, and that's the only reason he got 1,000 yards. It's because Flacco was basically just Jameis Winston before Jameis Winston was Jameis Winston.
And now Jameis Winston is in Cleveland.
Right.
To play the Flacco role.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
Oh, I am not like I was pretty excited considering I have way too much invested in the Browns in Dynasty. I was pretty excited when I saw Jameis was going there.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a couple starts this year, or if things go really badly, Watson could get benched. I mean, Winston has enough in the tank.
I would have liked Flacco to stay, if I'm being honest.
I would have loved Flacco to stay, dude. It was so great. Like, obviously, it was situational because they weren't playing the Ravens and because the Ravens were far enough ahead in the division that I didn't care. But I would wear my Ravens Flacco jersey and cheer the Browns on. I just think Flacco's fun to watch.
You're a fan.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right. So you've got a pick coming up here in a second. What are you going?
I'm going best available, and that is still pretty ugly.
Dude, Daniel Jones, Bo Nix.
I do not need another quarterback.
You don't need another wide receiver, too.
I know I'm thinking running back, but that's so bad.
Take a flyer on the rook.
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook. The free agent running back. Okay.
I don't know.
You've got a bevy of running backs and wide receivers, which makes sense. You've got a couple tight ends. Who's your quarterbacks again? You've got
Jaden Daniels and Josh Allen.
Okay. So best available again for you. I think probably same for me. Not quarterback, so I'll just put it on flex for me.
Yeah, that's smart. Who's the starting tight end? Is it Will Dissly in LA?
Yeah. Now that Everett's gone, should be. I think. If you're looking at tight ends, Zach Ertz and Washington's not a bad flyer for a 20th rounder.
I'm going to take your advice. I don't care.
I hope it goes well for you.
Well, I have his quarterback, so.
That's true.
I do like the stack.
All right. So this is easy. If he falls to me, I'm taking Jalen Hyatt.
Really?
I mean, at 236, what else do you want me to do?
No, he was on the he was on the short list of anybody that I was considering. Daniel Jones is terrifying.
I did not sabotage you because he's gone. Because I did not even see him until just now. Rondale Moore on Atlanta. Sky Moore. Why not?
Wow.
There's another Chiefs wide receiver is bound to get arrested by week 1. Let's just hope it's not Sky Moore,
Fair enough. All right. Hot take.
I mean,
All right.
I saw this thing. Patrick Mahomes was like, this was all fake, right? But Patrick Mahomes was bitching at all his players for making all these mistakes. And Chiefs front office came in, they're like, Patrick, we told them to do all that stuff. Because now nobody's going to focus on Rashee Rice, and they're going to focus on the newer stuff. So we need them to keep doing stupid shit because we're willing to cut them.
Speaking of possible knuckleheads, Jordan Addison also added to that list.
What did he do?
He got busted for a DUI, and I believe right after that thing happened with his teammate, and right after he got busted with DUI, he posted on Instagram drinking like the night after.
Oh, I love that.
I don't love that for my Vikings, actually.
I know, that's sarcasm for...
I think.
All
right, bud.
All right, well, cool. This was fun.
Absolutely.
We are all done. So appreciate you guys watching. And Raymond, we'll chat soon, bud.
Absolutely. Have a great night.
Later.